Well, good morning, everyone. Good to welcome you this morning. And we have just a couple of announcements for today. And I want to begin with Tim Lafferty, who is a intern from University of Findlay, who's working in the city's community development department. And he has some information about our citywide Pride cleanup activities that are shortly to begin. So, Tim?
Thank you, sir. It's spring cleanup time once again. The City of Lima is looking for groups to sponsor a dumpster cleanup site. This can be a neighborhood association, a nonprofit organization, or even a group of neighbors that want to make a difference. The citywide Pride will take place on the following Saturdays: May 2nd, May 9th, May 16th, and May 30th. The cleanup hours are from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. each weekend. Applications are available by calling 419-221-5177, and there's also a website available as well. The deadlines for applications are April 17th. Placement is granted on approval applicants for the first-come, first-served basis, and there are only 4 spots each weekend, and spots are filling up quickly. May 2nd has 2 sites available. May 9th has all 4 sites available. And May 16th and 30th have 3 sites available. Start your residents within the city to start cleaning out their attics, basements, garages, and other areas that have accumulated miscellaneous items over the past year. Remember, it's a free and easy way for citizens of Lima to clean up stuff and remove their items that they have excess of. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. The calls really are kind of flooding in with complaints. You know, the snow has disappeared, the gray skies, the rain, it all looks ugly. But in addition to the natural environment, there's lots of litter that has accumulated and blown into spaces in every yard, everywhere. There are folks who have, if you just look around, lots of care needs to be taken at this point. So we want to encourage people both to take care of their own properties, but also to step up and be helpful in these larger cleanup activities. And in addition to what Tim outlined for the 4 weekends in May, we also, of course, have the Ottawa River cleanup that happens at the end of April, which is another opportunity to pitch in and help with the spring cleaning that our community needs and appreciates. So, also today, with a much nearer event taking place, Connie Hornung is here with information about this coming weekend's festivities. Connie?
Thank you, Mayor Berger. And you're part of it. Mayor Berger will be coming to our International Expo sponsored by LACNIP, the Lima Neighborhood Associations, to greet and welcome everybody at 2 o'clock on Sunday at Lima Senior High School. We're running from 2 to 6. And yes, we know it's a busy day. Yes, it's a holiday. That's the weekend we could get Lima Senior High for the whole weekend so that we could set up and have our displayers set up and run our festival. So we go with what we have, and we have a really exciting event this year. I'm Connie Hornung. I've been chairing LACNIP's International Expos for the past 8 years. This is our 9th celebration, and this year we're celebrating children around the world. So you will see a lot of activities and foods and events happening, especially for children. Please bring your families and join in the fun. As a matter of fact, Tim is on our planning committee too, so he's a busy guy. We are going to be having various displays from around the world, and the vendors coming this year are from Japan, India, Mexico, Scotland, Tunisia, Thailand, the Philippines, Egypt, Morocco, China, Central America, Ukraine, and Panama. I think that's a lot of countries represented. And there will be ethnic foods that they will bring. Some of them are selling their foods, some of them are free food samples, and various treasures for sale. Some of them do sell some of the items from their countries, and they're beautiful handmade products that I think you definitely want to bring some extra money to be able to buy some of the foods or some of the beautiful items that people are going to be selling. We have entertainment going on all day long. The highlight will be at about 3:30, we'll have a parade of nations. All of the vendors in their native clothing will come up on stage, talk about what they're wearing, what brought them to Lima, a couple of things interesting about their country that we might not know. And I think we don't know very much about a lot of cultures and countries. And the theme this year with celebrating children around the world is kind of a standard design that you see on greeting cards with children of all cultures linking hands around the globe. And we will be using that type of a design to create a huge wall mural of literally finger paints with the children's hands. Also a quilt that we would love to be able to display somewhere once the quilt is made up. So kids get to paint with finger paints. They're also going to get to see a miniature horse named Beretta, who comes from Findlay. She's owned by a young lady named Hannah Burns, who is a University of Findlay student, and she works with a group called Hope with Horses. We're interested to see more about her organization and for people to experience seeing what a miniature horse looks like, and they're not much bigger than a large dog. We'll have Beanie. Lima's Beanie is coming to take photos with children for maybe a 25-cent donation. Just another little fundraiser for LACNIP, for the Lima Allen County neighborhoods. And we'll have jazz piano with a young man who played for us last year, Rohan Kasukela, from India. He will be helping out his folks and friends in the India Club's booth. And the India Club does the henna hand painting that you usually see on brides, but it's a lot of fun. Men and women and kids can have the henna hand painting, and it's a beautiful stain that will stay on your hands for a couple of weeks. And that's a really neat activity to do. There will be dancers from India who will be doing the traditional and Bollywood style of dancing. Then we have a fun group called Conkers that's a husband and wife and a sister-in-law who do music, who sing and play various instruments with music from the British Isles. So we'll have the British Isles represented. We'll have Japanese dances for the first time this year with a woman and her daughter who will be showing you beautiful Japanese dance in their kimono, and they will invite the audience to come up and do some of the folk dance that they will also show. There are the children of Lilia Jamai, our friend from Tunisia, who are going to play piano for us with their Polish piano teacher. I think that'll be fun to see. The Philippines are coming again with 3 different types of dances that we love. They'll be doing the bench dance, where it's a very narrow bench that a young lady and young guy will be dancing together on. They'll be doing the tinikling, the bamboo pole dance that snaps your ankles together if you're not careful about jumping in and out, and the audience gets to come up and try that. And another dance called Singkil. I'm not quite sure what that dance is going to be, but I have a feeling it may be more the traditional Philippine type of dance. Then we'll have a Kung Fu demonstration from China. And I'm looking forward to that because that's something new for us with some Chinese students who are coming to help Lima Senior High's Chinese teacher, Jingfu Liu. And there will be another lady from Ada who will be helping him, and they will be demonstrating how to make steamed dumplings, which is something we haven't had and we're looking forward to. You can get your names painted in Japanese calligraphy at the Japanese booth, and they do the origami paper folding and have a lot of toys. So make sure your children stop by that booth, as well as our ethnic arts and crafts area, where they can do the mural and put together world puzzles and do coloring and face painting and the quilt and a lot of other, making African masks, a lot of activities planned for the arts and crafts area for kids, all free. Everything is free there. There will be door prizes from the various displayers and from local businesses and from LACNIP. We'll have an international basket raffle with an item that's donated from each of our vendors, and that's a really beautiful gift to be able to bid on. And we have a lot of wonderful sponsors and community booths that will be there this year. LACNIP, of course, will be having their own products and beanie wear that you can buy. Academic Year in America from the American Institute for Foreign Study, who brings high school exchange students to the area, will be there to be represented. So if you'd like to host a foreign student, you can talk talk with them. Apollo Career Center's GED and ABLE program will be there. And a new business in town that does balloon sculptures called Uniquely Gifted is going to be providing an arch and hopefully some other sculptures for us, and we'd like to help her promote her new business in town. So the entire community is invited. This is a family event. You can come and learn about a lot of cultures without having to leave Lima, and see them in their native clothing, talk to them about their traditions and cultures, and you find out that they're parents and that they want the same values and beautiful future for their children that everybody else does. So you find out the similarities as well as the interesting traditions of these countries at an event like this. And we're hoping that the community will come out and support this. It is a really beautiful, colorful event with a lot of activities going on all day at Lima Senior High in the Commons area, starting at 2 o'clock on Sunday. This is a fundraiser for LACNIP, so there is just a small $5 fee at the door for anyone 13 and up, $2 for ages 5 to 12, and if you're under 5 years old, you get in for free. So please come, enjoy the miniature horse and beanie and all of our activities and entertainment. And a lot of planning and fun has gone into preparing this for you, so we hope the community comes out and supports it. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie. It's a great tradition that LACNIP has undertaken with this event, and each year I think we discover new people in our community that have been hidden away, and it's a great opportunity to highlight them and make them welcome as well. The last thing I'll mention is that at noon today, this is really the first time we've done this, our city focus meeting will take place in conjunction with the Heart of Neighborhood Association at the meeting place on Market. Normally our meeting times have been with neighborhood associations in the late afternoon or evenings. This is the first time it's been done in the downtown with this neighborhood association, and it's the first time it's been done at noon. So we'll see what kind of attendance we have today, but we look forward to it. And as always, it's a traveling occasion where I and the staff and sometimes other elected officials from the city, some council members or the auditor sometimes are in attendance to talk about what's going on with the city, briefly answer any questions that folks would have, and I'm sure, as these have always turned out to be, they're really rich opportunities for folks to learn a lot about what's happening at any given time here in our community. So we thank everyone for your time today, and we'll break down for interviews. Thank you.